At ST, we enable developers to release their creativity. This is STM32's slogan, and we really mean it. Do you remember what it was like to develop on a microcontroller like STM32? Something like 10 years ago? I certainly do. Not as easy as today, right? At ST, we wanted to simplify the lives of developers by giving them more time to focus on their application, their added value. We therefore started to propose our own software solution, free on STM32, that we called our STM32Cube development suite. A developer's journey always starts with the selection of many elements to build up his application. The right MCU for his needs, knowing there are more than 1,000 STM32s, it's a huge portfolio. The correct board for evaluation, the right embedded software libraries with adequate license terms, examples how to use them, and of course, the required software development tools. STM32Cube embeds our MCU Finder to browse ST and partners' portfolio. Do you want to select your MCU? Find a specific software library? Do you want to speed up your development with application bricks provided by ST on AI, graphics, motor control, digital power supply, cloud connectivity, safety or security? Do you want to start with the board you currently have on your bench? STM32Cube is the solution for you. Then, each developer has to configure his chosen MCU. In the past, it was a long process, starting with the reading of hundreds of user manual pages, and followed by the implementation of initialization code. Now, with STM32Cube MX, it's as easy as pie. Configure easily and graphically your peripherals, decide what software libraries you want to work with, configure such library, and choose your favorite IDE. Then click one button, et voila! You get immediate generation of code on MCUs and device trees on MPUs matching your configuration choices. It's a huge gain of time. Then, for code edition, building and debugging, we have our STM32Cube IDE. Available on multiple operating systems, it's an Eclipse-based solution that also includes our STM32Cube MX. So you get a complete development environment in one single installation. It's awesome. Our STM32Cube programmer matches the next step, during which the developer wants to provision his application binary in the device. You can program obviously internal or external memories, but you can also ensure a secured programming, protecting your added value software on STM32s that are part of our STM32 Trust initiative. Also, I'm pretty sure that most developers currently watching this video have already implemented once in their lives a PC application to communicate with their STM32. Well, maybe you should consider using our STM32Cube monitor. With such tool, you can visualize the variables of your application. Even while it's running, even remotely. You can build up a nice and neat dashboard with a set of highly customizable widgets. This one makes life so easy. Well, this was a quick summary of what our STM32Cube can bring to you. But there is actually more, as we made some significant additions in 2020. The first one is the ability for anyone to add an embedded software library to STM32Cube. ST employees, obviously, but also partners, communities, whoever willing to follow the recipes we publicly made available. So everybody come and join us, it's open. I'm personally very proud about the second innovation. Indeed, we recently announced a strong partnership with Microsoft. We added their Azure RTOS middleware directly within STM32Cube. While keeping the key markers of STM32Cube, free, easiness, consistency, and business-friendly license terms, we complement by propagating the key markers of Azure RTOS to our customers. Fast performance RTOS, industry-certified solution, and complete and consistent set of middleware. This middleware brings in particular a state-of-the-art USB stack with many classes, a file system able to handle NANDs or no memories, and TCP/IP stacks with many protocols. All the libraries you can benefit from in your applications. Of course, all this new middleware can be configured through STM32Cube and is still for free on STM32, even for production. There is more down the road, and personally, I'm glad to see how much ST is investing to simplify even further the software tools and release your creativity. In the meantime, let's travel to Microsoft in Seattle to hear the perspective of Sam George on our partnership.
Thank you and hello from Seattle. It's great to be with you. I hope next year we can all be back together in person. I'd like to thank STMicroelectronics first for the partnership. It's an incredibly important one to us. We're starting to see an incredible amount of traction in the Internet of Things. Businesses are starting to harness the Internet of Things across all market segments, even during the COVID slowdown. For us, what we're seeing is it's no longer a matter of if the Internet of Things has value, it's how do we get customers to get that value fast? As we see customers adopt IoT, we see that they often struggle with complexity, whether it's compliance or security or solution complexity or lack of technical skills. So our mission in the Internet of Things is to simplify IoT for mainstream adoption. And that simplification includes partnering with amazing companies just like STMicroelectronics. We see tremendous opportunity between ST and Microsoft. ST is a global leader in the MCU market with a wide range of processors and easy-to-use developer tools for their ecosystem. That's something that Microsoft's also deeply committed to. So we really jumped at the chance to partner with ST and make Azure RTOS a seamless part of their toolchain and experience. Now, as many of you know, Microsoft acquired ThreadX, and that became the basis of Azure RTOS. There's already 6.2 billion devices worldwide and growing exponentially being powered by Azure RTOS today. In Azure RTOS, it gives embedded developers access to reliable, real-time performance for resource-constrained devices that are already being used in everything ranging from industrial equipment to home appliances to medical devices and so much more. And of course, all of this includes seamless integration with the power of Azure IoT to connect, monitor, and control the global fleet of IoT assets. Microsoft is partnering with ST over their existing as well as new to market high runner STM32 series. Over the last year, the collaboration has been heavily focused on a strong partnership between Azure RTOS and enabling a seamless experience in the new STM32 U5 series, which enables a great experience for IoT because of its low power capabilities and strong security improvements. Azure RTOS access through STM32Cube tools provides an easy and convenient means of connecting IoT endpoints and edge devices to the cloud. In fact, with easy-to-use offerings like Azure IoT Central, any developer on the planet can leverage Azure RTOS access to the STM32Cube tools and provision an end-to-end solution in seconds, connect devices in minutes, and actually go to production the same day, all without any cloud solution development skills required. We're also partnering with ST not only on MCUs, but on MPUs as well, enabling Azure IoT Edge on OpenST Linux and the STM32 MP1 to enable intelligent workloads from the cloud to be processed right on the device, even when the device is disconnected. And finally, we're partnering with ST to certify all of their devices and to feature them in the Azure Certified Device Catalog so that all of our Microsoft partners and customers can quickly find them. Again, I'd like to thank ST for the great partnership, and I can't wait to see what all of you are going to build with the great work we're doing together. Thank you.
It's amazing to think about the progress we have made with STM32Cube ecosystem since I joined ST 4 years ago. I would like to share these innovations with you. Until recently, start of new project was always from microcontroller or board selector. Now, CubeMX allows you to start your project from examples and put your code on top of the already prepared examples in Cube firmware packages. These are fully available on ST GitHub and allow you to contribute to our ecosystem and benefit from other co-developers worldwide. The new STM32U5 has ARM Trust Zone. This brings additional complexity since you have to work with multiple projects, the secure and non-secure ones. Do you wonder how do you set up execution context for middleware, GPI or peripheral? Thanks to our CubeMX graphical wizard, it is now possible to assign to each of them secure or non-secure part, and all this before you generate your C project. To enlarge and grow Cube ecosystem, we want you to be able to add any piece of code, for example middleware, or implement your own driver with our expansion packs, for example for our NFC reader. We call these software bricks Cube expansion packages. CubeMX can now import these packages coming from our partners or community, helps you to configure it and generate the code for your project. One of the first packs we have is Microsoft Azure RTOS for STM32H7 series. Developers can now benefit from our complementary middleware and have quick access to operating system, file system, USB stack or TCP/IP stack with few mouse clicks. We are thrilled to see how you will put your hands on this new feature and move on with your design quicker than before. We do not stop here. To go even further, we have made it possible for you to create your very own pack, share it with community or reuse it in the company. This is now possible with our new tool which we call STM32 Pack Creator and which guides you through the complete process of your pack. Still speak about configuration. The new STM32U5 is coming with its low power background autonomous mode, the LP-BAM. CubeMX will deliver extension tool that guides developer to create his very own application profile between run and low power modes in full graphical interface. It's great to think what developers like the most about our existing CubeMX features, how they can optimize hardware design with our graphical pinout preview of the microcontroller, how developers can create and enable the UART peripheral in less than 5 clicks, how it's easy to solve internal clock tree. For low power application, we have a tool to estimate low power consumption, which we call Power Consumption Calculator. We let you to generate C project for your favorite IDE, and we let you to decide between fast time to design and higher code optimization with HL or LL drivers. I must not forget about our state-of-the-art STM32 Cube IDE. There is now operating system aware debugger, which lets you to see list of threads, mutexes or other system-dependent features in IDE in real time. This is a very important feature for the developers and helps them to solve potential issues in their software very quickly and efficiently. I am very excited about the news that we will be live demonstrating Microsoft Azure RTOS project creation with CubeMX during Embedded World next week. Now I'm gonna hand over to Roman in Prague.
Hello from Prague. We are in front of our ST office over here. An important part of every MCU ecosystem is indeed technical support. It's simply must to have today. While the complexity of products keep increasing, so as the pressure to decrease your design times is becoming even more essential to get right professional technical support. With STM32 we fully realize this and we try to bring you fast, efficient and reliable professional support, answering your questions on daily basis with timely and precise way. Please follow me to explore together what's behind the STM32 technical support. Roman, ready for teleportation. Welcome in this cool environment. I simply love this place. You know, I have to tell you one thing. I've started my career in this area more than 15 years ago, so it's a bit of nostalgia for me here. Anyway, what really support means? I think it starts with basic informations which are really needed to be accessible in an instantaneous way. These are all the user manuals, reference manuals, data sheet, errata sheets, application notes, basically all the basics you need to start with the product. And with STM32 we bring those in clear and structured way. You can access them either on st.com directly or benefit from their presence inside the STM32 Cube and CubeMX environment, which is the way I use because everything is in one place. Okay, so on top of the regular documentation, recently we have launched so-called wiki portals. There is one for MPU and MCU, so STM32 MP1 and STM32 generic ones. And those wiki portals are bringing another way of introducing you the products and how to work with those. In case you would not find the answer yourself inside the regular documentation, there are other ways how to get supported. You can ask questions inside our community forums, and I know that also many of you are contributing and answering questions of others. So we are very grateful for this. Thanks a lot. On top of that, there is a dedicated online support channel, which is handled and managed directly by our colleagues. And can you imagine how many questions they have answered only in last year? It has been more than 5,000. So this is impressive number, and I hope we will be able to continue answering your questions with the same quality, because last year you have scored us with a satisfaction rate more than 81%. So thank you for this. At the end, who is really behind all this support? In total, we are 50 field application and application engineers spread all around Europe, providing you the basic technical support down to the advanced level. So starting from the product introduction, tools installation, down to the complex application support cases. And let's check one of them. ST deck, motor controller please. Sorry about this, but I got so excited. You know, this place is another amazing one. In order to support you in some of the specific applications, such as motor control, RF, with helping you some RF certifications, or EMC, EMI things, we do have specialized rooms like this. These laboratories are enabling us, our skilled experts, to work on the highest professional equipment, helping to design your applications in the best way. Okay, so as final part of the support that we provide to you, I have to mention also our learning programs. These learning programs are bringing different resources based on your expertise on different subjects like the product itself, but also dedicated application areas such as graphics, motor control and security. Using those learning programs, you can jump from the beginner's area more to the advanced or tips and tricks parts, helping you to understand better how to use our products, how to use STM32 products in your applications. These learning programs are either accessible in MOOC format, so these are freely available on our YouTube channel that you can access at any time. And imagine that only last year there has been more than 30,000 view hours of those, which is incredible to me. And I was just trying to calculate how many school days this would represent. Finally, we are bringing these learning programs as well to you in form of our one-day workshops, which we used to do as a face-to-face sessions, and we miss really this opportunity to meet, and we hope that this will recover in the next months. And instead of this, we have moved to remote format of these workshops last year, and maybe some of you have attended the security workshops. And so be sure that we are already now working on the new programs for 2021. So stay tuned for new workshops and new learning programs that we will introduce in coming months. I think we can move on back to the deck. So ST deck, ready for teleportation. Okay, so this is it, and we are all looking forward to cooperate with you. Last point, with Embedded World 21 Digital, you have the great opportunity to connect with our field application and application engineers to discuss all your open points, and we are looking forward to answer all your questions. Believe me, all our experts have dedicated their time to be there, connect with you and chat with you. Really last thing, many of you have attended Embedded World in past. They remember that we used to support makers and developers with a lot of attractive ST boards. And this was coming to more than 7,000-8,000 of boards that we gave for free to you to support all your developments and ideas. Even the Embedded World will be digital this year. We don't want to stop with this. So this is the good news. We have prepared for you more than 5,000 boards that you can get through discussing with our experts during the days of Embedded World, or taking a chance in the so-called Lucky Lottery. So don't miss this chance, and hopefully chat, speak and see you during the next days of Embedded World Digital. Thank you.